Hello, welcome to the video for solving proportions. In this video we're going to look at three different examples of three different types of proportions we're going to solve. And we're also going to review rounding your answers. So let's get started. Solve the following proportion for u. In order to solve the proportion, we need to first look at how we're going to get to u. And the first thing we need to do is we need to cross multiply. Okay, so we're going to multiply diagonally. And this will give us 11u, or 11 times u, which is going to equal 9 times 17. When we do 11 times u, we simply get 11u equals, equals 9 times 17, which is 153. The next thing I need to do, now I can solve. Okay, I can solve for u. So the next thing I need to do is divide both sides by 11, which is going to give me u equals 153 divided by 11, which gives me 13.909, and then a bunch of different digits. I used a calculator here. I didn't know it off the top of my head. So here we can note use calculator. Calc is short for calculator. It says round to the nearest tenth. So my decimal digit, tenths digit, is here. So I'm going to round the 9 by looking back to the 0, and so I just leave it as u equals 13.9. Alright, so easy peasy, just remember to cross, multiply, and then solve. Let's go look at another example. For example 2, it says solve for y. And in this problem, what's different in this problem from the previous is that when I cross multiply here, 4 times y minus 4 and 3 times 6, I'm going to have to do something different. So we'll start here with 3 times 6 equals 4. And then when I do this, I need to apply the distributive property here. So before times y minus 4. It's going to be the whole quantity of y minus 4. And now in order to solve this, I've got to first apply the distributive property. Alright, so on this side it'll be 4y minus 16. And on this side it'll be 3 times 6 is 18. Now I can solve for y. I'm going to add 16 to both sides. 4y equals 8 plus 6 is 4. Carry 1, 34. I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So I'm going to end up with y equals 34 over 4. And it says to reduce my answer as much as possible. Well, that means that I'm going to simplify it. Simplify your answer, reduce your answer as much as possible. Simplify. I'm going to reduce this. I can divide top and bottom by 2. It's going to give me 17 over 2. And that's my solution. Let's go look at a third example. Alright, for example 3, I have yet another proportion, and it says solve for x this time. Well, here are my x. I've got two x's. And I'm going to have to cross multiply 2 again. So here I have 10, and I'm going to need to apply the distributive property on both of these. So 10 times x minus 4 equals 4 times x minus 7. Now I need to apply the distributive property, 10 and x, so it's going to be 10x minus 10 times 4 is 40 equals 4 times x, which is 4x minus 28. Now I'm going to need to solve this. I've got variables on opposite sides. I want to cancel my variables first. That's what I always look at. Just cancel your variables first. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. That cancels, leaves me negative 28 over here. And then I'll end up with 6x minus 40. I don't want to draw that line. Now I can solve for x, so I'm going to add 40 to both sides. 6x negative 28 plus 40 is going to give me 12. Positive 12. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. X equals 2. All right, that's how we solve proportions when we get binomial numerators and denominators like we have here. We need to make sure we apply the distributive property on multiplication. All right, go ahead and fill out all the examples that we did not do. Good luck.